Stitchers, happy Sunday. This is just going to be a short video today. I haven't really done much stitching this week at all. I have play practice 3 days a week and I don't get home till about 9 o'clock at night, and so that doesn't really leave much stitching time. By 9 o'clock at night and I get up at 5:30, I'm usually pretty tired. So I just have a short video this week. Yesterday I spent the day yesterday and today spending the day taking care of a 5-year-old, and so my day consisted of Zoo, which is an activity at the zoo for Halloween, and you can go to the different booths and get candy and see the animals, and it's really quite cool. But there were thousands of kids running everywhere in costumes with their parents. It was madness. And then we went to our local grocery store, who had candy that they were giving out throughout the store, and then I see reflection in my glasses. And then they had cookie decorating and coloring, and then I went last night to see Hotel Transylvania 2 with the little 5-year-old, and so he was ready for bed by 8:30 at night, but then so was I. And so today I took him home, and the days kind of just went since it's Sunday. So I haven't really got much stitching done at all, and I'm almost embarrassed what I have to show you. My hair looks a little funky today. I don't know about any of you, but I love mag eyes. I know they look like a little jeweler thing. Oops, this way. But I just swear by them, and my eyes have gotten kind of bad over the years with age and other health issues, but I swear by these, and so they're really great for fine count, but it gives you a new hairdo when you wear them. Okay, so I did place an order this week. I didn't really order anything, but I plan to order more later in the week. I did receive my fabric of the month from Stephanie, which is called Spellbound, and it's sort of lavender and a little, let me try this side. If you can see, there's a little bit of orange in it, and I haven't decided what I'm going to use this, but this is 32 count Lugana, and I really like it, and this is what it looks like. And the only thing that I did buy that I had seen in a store was a Mirabilia pattern, another one, and this is called Villa Mirabilia, and I really like all the colors in it. The only thing that I don't care for is the little band thing at the bottom. It says Villa Mirabilia, but you can put your own last name or something else into it. And it would just be weird to put my last name to, I think. So I haven't really sure what I could put into it. So if you have some suggestions, I could use some. But I really like overall, oh, there's reflection. Overall like the pattern. And I think it was Mackenzie or somebody had pointed out all the different borders of Mirabilia. And I hadn't really noticed that before. So now when I see them, that's what I see are the borders. And this is number, I believe, 39. So this is on my to-do list with me, with all my other Mirabilia patterns. I did order fabric for Fairy Idol this week, and so I did get that ordered. And then I ordered some 14 count Ada. This is almost embarrassing to show you because of what I haven't done. I mean, it's almost hilarious, but this is my progress. It looks the same as last week, right? But I added 14, count them, 14 exact stitches at the bottom. This looks a lot lighter than what the fabric is. See, it's more, let's see, no, it's on this side, more darker, like this side. But for some reason, I'm always having lighting issues, right? And of course, next Sunday is the time change for us here. So we gain an hour. So that means it's going to be darker earlier. And now it gets dark about 6:30, so I'm sure by 5:30 it'll be darker. And then in the mornings too, which I really don't like. But the good news is at the end of December, the days start getting longer again. So that's basically what it is. And I did do a little bit on namesake, and really that's not so much too, but if you can see, I did a little bit on, I started the C. I didn't quite make it all the way around here. There's just a little bit up here at the top. And then I finished the H. So that's really all that I did with namesake. And I think the alphabet's on the pattern like 3 or 4 times. If I go at this rate, you should be pretty sick of me showing it by the end of the year or next year. But even sometimes if you get a letter in a week, it actually is progress. And then really that's about it. The only thing I did do, and I know some of you that are cross stitchers also do other needle types of needlework. And I do knitting and crocheting as well, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. And I found some yarn this weekend, and so I started knitting an Afghan, and I really like this thread. It's by Plymouth. I think it's called Drifting, but this, if you can see, is the pattern and the fabric, and it's got a little bit of variegation to it of teal, gray, and white. Here's the skein here. And then at the fabric, or at the needlework store, they gave me one of these that somebody had been given away at like a fair booth or something like that. Actually, it's like a little bread wrapper, but you can use that to tie up your end down here so you don't start knitting or crocheting with your end thread. So I thought that was kind of cool. So that's my knitting tip. If I didn't have this, I would use a bread wrapper. And of course, too, a lot of you knitters, I love these too, because sometimes stitches slip off the needle, and so it's always handy to have one of these on. Not that I'm not, oh yeah, I guess I did buy something else too that I ordered, and this is by Little House Needlework. And it's called Loving and Faithful. I saw this kitted up, or made into a cube, and I absolutely loved it. And it comes with the thread and the pattern. It's 73 stitches by 73 stitches, and it's put on 28 count. So it's about a 5 1/4 inch square. And the thread is by Crescent Colors. I saw this made into a cube, and I absolutely loved it. But I've got so many, even though this is just a short little stitch, I thought maybe it would make a cute Christmas gift. And we all know that Christmas is just right around the corner, and once November comes, it's not going to be long, and Christmas will be here. So, but I really like this, and and it was really a cheap pattern. I think or with the thread, I think I only paid like, I want to say $12 for it or something like that. So, and then by the time, if you get your fabric, it really is a cheap gift, especially if you're able to put it into a cube yourself. I'm not sure if I want to try it or not. I might end up ruining the piece if I tried to do it myself. So, but that is about it. Today I was invited to be on a fibers board, and it's basically, they put together every September like a county fair kind of thing, and they have classes with this fiberboard they put on, and it's like a weekend, and you can take like Here they have different things. They have sheep shearing, which I think would be hilarious. Beginning knitting. They have scarf patterns, that you can go in for classes on how to make it. Dyeing sock blankets, or dyeing fabric for socks. Beginning hairpin lace. They have weaving, making baskets, and what else is this? Oh, crocheting rag rugs, and making mittens, all different kinds of things. And so anyway, I guess when you sign up, you meet once a month, and you're committing yourself to 3 years. And at first I thought, oh goodness, 3 years is a long time. I might not even be alive in 3 years. And then if you decide you want to be on the board again, you can sign up for another 3 years. I don't know what would happen, what kind of punishment, since it's all volunteer, if you couldn't be on the board anymore. I also noticed that they have advanced dog obedience and agility. What that has to do with fibers, I have no idea. But anyway, so I'm actually kind of excited. They do put on something in, their main was in September, but they do go someplace in January, and it's 2 days of knitting and getting together and talking about the big event in September, and which sounds absolutely fun for me, but most of it's administration and paperwork. Yuck. So I don't know, I may regret what I've done. But it also gives you resources and stuff too, as far as vendors that come here. So I'm actually kind of excited. Maybe I find some new yarns and threads that I'd be able to buy. Cross stitch in itself is expensive, right? But for stitchers like us, we have to have it in order to survive, right? I'm sure some of you have other hobbies as well, maybe quilting or knitting or crocheting. So sometimes it's hard to concentrate on one, but my main focus is always cross stitch because I find that the most relaxing. I did also start a rotation, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. I know some of you go by allotted time, like 30 minutes of stitching on one piece, maybe an hour on another. But usually I'm coming and going and doing things at home while I'm stitching, so sometimes I go by stitch, and I try to stitch at least 100 stitches per day. I'm a slow stitcher. I know some of you can stitch a lot faster than I can. But I started on the main pieces. There's some pieces I haven't touched in a long time, so I started making my rotation list, and I came out to about 15 pieces. Now, if I only work on a piece twice a month, that isn't a good thing either. So I might just have to try to get it down to 7, or if I could work on 2 pieces per day, which sounds great on paper, but being practical about it, probably not. So I could use some ideas with that too. But anyway, I talk longer than I was planning on it. I hope I didn't bore anybody, but hopefully maybe next week I'll have some more progress with my cross stitch. So everybody have an awesome week. Try to get lots of stitching done, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.